It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack, big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. Get to like that, like.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of Commanders Franchise. Last week, I got absolutely bent over by the Cowboys. Lost 31-8. Sam Howell threw 4 interceptions, so yeah, that was a lot of fun. We've now lost 2 games in a row. Before that Cowboys game, we lost a heartbreaker to the Cleveland Browns in the last minute. Deshaun Watson found David Njoku in the closing seconds of the game to beat us by 1 point. So we are now 8-5. If we look at our playoff picture, we were leading the division all year. That is no longer the case. The Cowboys have taken over sole possession of the NFC East. We are still in a playoff spot, however, with an 8-5 record. If the season were to end today, we would be the number 5 seed, and we would take on the Atlanta Falcons on the road. And we played the Falcons earlier this year and beat them, so not the worst case scenario, but we play to win the game. A little bit of an interesting matchup this week, as you can tell by the title of the video. We are taking on the Chicago Bears, and we're going to take a look at their roster real quick. So at QB, they still have Justin Fields. Now, as of today, or I should say, on today, March 16th, 2024, Justin Fields was traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers in exchange for a 6th-round pick that could turn into a 4th if he plays more than half the snaps. So Justin Fields is no longer with the Bears, but he's obviously still very much with the Bears in this franchise. And Sam Howell, our current starting quarterback, was traded to the Seattle Seahawks earlier this week. So this week's matchup between the 2 starting quarterbacks don't play for their current teams. But enough of real life. Let's get into this fantasy world. Justin Fields is still their quarterback, 80 overall. They have Austin Eckler in the backfield, 89 overall, superstar X Factor. So we'll have to keep an eye out for him. At receiver, they have DJ Moore, 86 overall. Darnell Mooney is still with the team at 81 overall. Sterling Shepard signed with the Bears at a 77. Cole Kmet still at tight end, 81 overall. Offensive line, they got Braxton Jones, Tevin Jenkins, Cody Whitehair still with the team, Nate Davis, and Darnell Wright. On defense, they signed Jadeveon Clowney, 79 overall at the age of 31 now. Feels like he was drafted like a couple of years ago. Maybe that's just me. Trevis Gipson. They have Fletcher Cox, who in real life just announced his retirement. Potential future Hall of Famer, but he's still kicking around in this universe. And Jervin Dexter, I believe they run a 4-3 defense. Frankie Louvu at 1 edge. Tremaine Edmonds, 89 overall. TJ Edwards. In the secondary, they got Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, Tyreek Stevenson. Eddie Jackson still with the team at 83 overall. And Isaiah Simmons at the other safety, 81 overall. They have Darren Kramer as their kicker, a rookie kicker. I think that's I think that might be Cosmo Kramer's son. Good old Seinfeld reference there. If you know, you know. And Blake Gillikin as their punter. So the Bears are 5-8, but right now we are on a 2-game losing streak, and we are looking to stop that, obviously. We lost to the Browns a couple weeks ago, and the Browns did not have a very good record, so anything can happen. So what do we want to do here? I do want to stop Austin Ekeler. Yes. I think... Now, when we lost to the Browns a couple weeks ago, Deshaun Watson actually, I think, cooked us pretty decently. It wasn't Nick Chubb in the backfield doing a lot of shit, but we have gotten cooked by some good running backs in the past, and Austin Ekeler is one of them. You know what I'm going to do? We are going to defend... Yeah, we're going to defend the outside run. What's our fatigue looking like? 97%. All right, we're doing full pads. I'm going to do split reps on the defense in the front seven, essentially. Linebackers and the defensive line will do split reps. Offensively, they don't have any superstars on offense. I mean, Tremaine Edmonds, 90 overall. So the best way to counter him... I mean, what should we do? I think we're going to run it outside. So ultimately doing the same thing. Offensive fatigue, full pads. We'll do split reps with running backs since we are kind of doing a version of back by committee. Yeah, we'll do split reps for receivers too. Split reps for tight ends. No, I need my entire offensive line out there. Okay, we'll go with that. In terms of goals for the week, 15 first downs. We'll go with 300 offensive yards. You know, we're allowing less than 20 points to this bum-ass team. What else do I have here? Oh, 2 or less passing touchdowns. We can't let Justin Fields throw for touchdowns against us. All right, I noticed some fatigue right off the bat. It's only +2, a few +5s. It looks like it's +5 for +5 fatigue for all the guys we had take all the starters reps, and +2 for the guys we had split reps. It'll have somewhat of an impact. But hopefully nothing too drastic. We are clean in terms of the injury slate. So let's go ahead and jump into this game against the Bears. Oh, whoops, I don't want to edit their uniforms. Do I want to do normal home uniforms? Yeah, you know what? We're doing normal home uniforms. Because I think the last time I wore the black uniforms, we lost. Was that the Cleveland game or was that last game? I don't remember. I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious. There's the numbers for Terry McLaurin on the year. He's 48 yards away from having a 1,000-yard season. And it looks like we are going to receive the opening kickoff. We usually end up kicking it off, but for the sake of variety, I am glad that we are receiving this, as Connor Highsmith will let this land in the end zone for the touchback, and we'll start things off at the 25. Here comes Sam Howell. Horrific game last week. A little worse statistically than I think he let on. He threw no touchdowns and 4 interceptions, but I will say 2 of those interceptions were in desperation time when we were losing by several scores, and we kind of had to just throw the ball up there and hope for the best. Didn't work in our favor. We're going to start off on the ground per usual. Jonathan Tulliver, and he has a lot of space, and he has a gain of 10 plus, 16 to be exact. Start things off. Our rookie running back, already over 1,000 yards on the season, in the running for offensive rookie of the year.
That's excellent execution to get things
We're going to give him back-to-back carries here.
Play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside.
This run not as successful. Goes at the line of scrimmage, or stuffed at the line of scrimmage. A little bit too much hesitancy there.
You look at this Bears defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down.
Looking to throw, and Cole Turner ends up coming down with that. A little bit of an errant pass, and he is just short of the 1st down. 3rd and inches, Brian Robinson in the backfield now. And he will go straight up the middle. He doesn't pick up a lot, but it's enough for the 1st. We'll go play action this time. Play action. And Hal hit as he throws, and it goes straight into the dirt, incomplete. Someone fucked up. Looks like it was Charles Leno.
Just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10.
And Brian Robinson up the middle, and Brian Robinson has a lot of space, and he picks up a 1st down and some change on a gain of 14.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far.
1st and 10, another give to Jonathan Tulliver, and Tulliver picks up 6.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
We're going to go play action. And there's Cole Turner, our backup tight end. He is down to the 2-yard line.
Precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward,
1st and goal from the 2.
Early 1st and goal.
Robinson.
And Brian Robinson gets us halfway there.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good 1st step.
Gonna get a little creative here and send Darnell Washington in motion. Just give us better numbers for the Jonathan Tulliver touchdown. Great opening drive there.
Great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And we are up 7-0. 10 play, 76-yard drive. Taking 4.5 minutes off the clock. See how our defense does on their opening drive.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And they're going to return this one a couple yards out of the end zone. And they're going to be stopped up at the 23. Here comes Justin Fields, the Pittsburgh Steelers backup quarterback. Looking at his numbers on the year, not terrible. A little under 2,000 yards, 13 touchdowns, 6 picks. And I'm sure he's done some damage on the ground as well. I'm going to make a coaching adjustment real quick. Option defense, we are going to keep an eye on Fields. We don't want him to beat us with his legs.
For 2 weeks, I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And this is a give to Eckler, and he picks up 1 yard. Leslie Terry, our undrafted rookie free agent linebacker, on the stop there.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And I know
just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head.
And they got motion going left. They'll fake the jet sweep, give it to Eckler again. And he is swallowed up by Jonathan Allen after a gain of 3. Third down.
Something's got to give. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's
Fields looking to throw, and that pass is going to be complete. Down the sideline. I think that's Sterling Shepard. And they pick up 28.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is.
And another give to Eckler, and a big hole there, but he's swallowed up there by Derek Forrest after a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to throw on
Fields looking to throw, and it's a quick pass, and it's caught.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll leave him
I think that's their backup tight end, Mixon.
He's a rookie.
3rd and 1.
On the potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Another give to Eckler, and Eckler is going to be swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Chase Young. Great tackle there. It's going to bring up 4th and 1, and they are going to be absolute pussies and go for the field goal. This is borderline sacrilege. 53-yard attempt, but on 4th and 1. And they doink it in classic Bears fashion. Bears fans, if you're watching this, I'm sorry for triggering the PTSD. But that's why you go for it. 53-yard field goal, definitely not a gimme, but hey, we will take it. So we're going to start this drive at the 43. And here's Brian Robinson on the carry, and Brian Robinson trucks through a man and picks up the first.
Doing it until they stop us, or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different?
Back-to-back carries for Robinson. This one not successful. Picks up 3. It's 2nd and 7. Gonna call a screen here. I'll either hate myself or it'll work out. We'll see.
He'll look to throw it.
And Tolliver is able to get out there. And he cannot quite outrun his man. He's pushed out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and 1.
This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys.
I have a different run. We're going to change this to a dive play. We're going to flip it to the left. Give us better numbers on that side. And Robinson fights through the first man. Picks up the first down and some change, and that's how we end the first quarter. 7-0 after 1, but we are driving and looking to make this a 2-score game.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Powell.
And wide open over the middle is Terry McLaurin, and he's going to fight to the end zone for the touchdown. Terry McLaurin. Highlight reel touchdown. And we score on back-to-back drives. That should put him very close to 1,000 yards. I think he needed, what, like 38 yards? 48? I don't remember. That was a 32-yard touchdown. And we are up 14-0.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having...
And Austin Eckler is eaten up behind the line of scrimmage. That's the monster in the middle, Jonathan Allen.
And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And back-to-back carries for Austin Eckler, and Austin Eckler with a decent run there, and he fights for the first down. We kind of whiffed on that one, controlling Jamin Davis.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fields now to throw.
And that pass over the middle is complete to DJ Moore. He's got 13 and a first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the option,
another give to Eckler, and he's got nothing. So Leslie Terry is there to bring him down. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10, another give to Eckler, and he has a cutback lane, but he's brought down from behind by Montez Sweat. Picks up 5, 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Fields.
And that pass over the middle is complete. That's Mixon, their backup tight end. He loses the football, and it is picked up by Kenneth Murray. And we force another turnover.
23-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders.
Who punched that out?
Jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't...
I think that was Jamin Davis that ended up popping that one out.
Offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single
And now we have a chance to make this a 3-score game.
And just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you
There's Tolliver.
these guys are pretty good at finding
Picks up
ways to
5.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can...
And that pass is complete to Darnell Washington. And Darnell Washington with a nice catch and run all the way down to the other 40.
Before it's all said and done, that'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way. And they
There's Brian Robinson, tries to bounce this to the outside.
And good job of
Picks up
just fighting
3.
through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, Hal back to pass.
There's Terry McLaurin. This should put him up over 1,000 yards. Terry McLaurin all the way down to the 3-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
1st and goal. Here's Robinson. He is going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Someone blew their assignment. We lost 5 on that one.
A loss of 6.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And Howe will throw it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
He's looking to hit that fade route.
Coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Howell, 3rd and goal.
We got to just throw that one away.
That's to the pylon, incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
I was looking for Claypool, and he just fucking stopped running. Okay, we're doing a good job, but watch Chase Claypool here. I'm looking for him. I can tell they're in zone. Now, ideally, I want him to cut in front of the safety instead behind, but look, he just stops running his route. If he keeps running over this way, you know, there's some space in there, and maybe I can sneak that one in there. But he stops running and fucking runs the other direction. So I panic and run out of the pocket. We just got that one away. We're going to settle for the chip shot field goal here. It will put us up by 3 scores. And we are up 17-0.
Are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they're going to take this one out of the end zone. And he loses the football again, but the Bears hop back on it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
They will start this drive at the 24.
The way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to
Don't
make
choke
sure
the
that
future
catch is
Patriot
secure.
Justin
A lot of
Fields.
teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure.
Are you telling me that we're not going to draft a QB at 3?
But he can always sound out the alarm. Hey,
Anyways, Austin Eckler swallowed up by the hungry pumpkin, also known as Jonathan Allen. He's very hungry. Give me the running back. Nom, 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 nom. Anyways, 2nd and 12. And a pass down the left side, and it's complete to DJ Moore. Makes Emmanuel Forbes his bitch on the outside.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Bears have actually been able to move the ball on us at a decent rate. But they missed a long field goal, and then they had that fumble. Here's Eckler again, and he trucks Derek Forrest, but Forrest able to bring him down after a gain of 3.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact,
2nd and 7. Let's see if they get this snap off before the 2-minute warning, and they will. And Eckler picks up 5, and we are at the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Up 17-0. We're going to go balls to the wall. We're going to send a double safety blitz. This might burn us, but we're in a position to take a risk, and it's going to be a screen to Eckler, and we fucking whiff, and then we whiff again, and Austin Eckler's off to the races. And he is pushed out of bounds at the 16. We had an opportunity to stop him. We completely whiffed. And then someone else whiffed. That could have worked. Could have worked, but it didn't.
Sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
1st and 10 from the 16 now. Fields looking to throw, but he is brought down by Leslie Terry on the sack. He is having a good game so far.
He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
And Fields under pressure again. He's sacked on back-to-back plays. Forgot what word I was going to say. I think that was Jonathan Allen on the sack that time, and it's 3rd and 27.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
3rd and 27. And it's going to be a screen to Eckler. He'll pick up a few. We're going to take a timeout.
Now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for
They're going to go for a 44-yard field goal for Cosmo Kramer's son. He missed a 53-yarder, doinked it off the upright. But this one is good, and the Bears are on the board, down by 14. So it's a 2-score game. Let's see if we can make it a 3-score game again before the half is over.
They're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is
Highsmith is going to have an opportunity to return this one from the 2. And it gets down to the 24. So we got, 106 left? And there's the numbers for Terry McLaurin. He's officially over 1,000 yards. Yeah, 106 left. 2 touchdowns. Or 2 touchdowns. 2 timeouts.
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players,
any sort of points are good here.
They bask in it. They think this is okay. We've done what we set out to do.
Check this one down to Darnell Washington. He holds on, but he's tackled inbounds.
I don't expect him to.
Oh shit! I hit spike ball instead. We're gonna take a timeout. That was stupid on my part.
He just opens things up for the
burned a timeout there.
Receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
We're gonna go no huddle.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
I hit spike ball instead of no huddle.
Back to throw. Howell.
Pass over the middle is complete. Chase Claypool to midfield. We're going no huddle.
But not before they reach the 50. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And another nice catch from Chase Claypool. And he's going to run out of bounds at the 32.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Wait, I ran out of bounds. Why am I going no huddle again? That's fucking stupid. Why am I going no huddle? I ran out of bounds. Alright, whatever. We're calling this play post shot. Play action.
With Howell.
Jahan Dotson has the football and he has the touchdown. How about this first start? Also, what the fuck is that safety doing? Or corner? I think that's Jalen Johnson. He just let him catch the football. His head coach was probably like, great, now let him have it. And then he's like, you can have it.
As they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Slide for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
24-3.
4 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not much.
All right, 8 seconds left from the 23.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Pretty sure they're going to run the ball and just take this to the half.
Really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
That's exactly what they will do. Eckler pick up 2, and that's how the half will end. What a half from us. We forced a missed field goal, I guess. They doinked a 53-yarder. We had a forced fumble that we ended up recovering.
Ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint.
We've scored 3 touchdowns and a field goal.
With what's happening around the NFL here in
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting answers.
All right, so I think our focus, we're up by 3 scores. We're going to focus on grinding out the clock. Here on out, We'll defend the medium pass. They're going to have to throw a lot if they want to get back into the game.
Number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler.
Eckler picks up 3.
Coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On second
and 7, Fields looking to throw. He's going to roll out, and he will hit Cole Kmet. Fields is 8 for 8 so far.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This is another give to Eckler. He'll pick up a couple. They're insistent on running the ball, even though they're down by 3 scores.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Option play,
and an option play, and it is swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. We'll bring up 3rd and 11.
A full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Fields taking a shot down the right sideline. That's picked off. Cliff Greenfield with his first NFL interception. And he is pushed out of bounds by Justin Fields at the 28. Keep that football, kid. Our 1st round pick from last year, Cliff Greenfield, had some ups and downs so far this year, but finally has that 1st interception.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Robinson.
And here's Robinson. Picks up 3. Do I still have no huddle turned on?
Not a huge carry there on 1st
Okay,
down.
no, I don't. No, wait, I do.
Still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up.
No, I don't want that.
Howell out of the shotgun.
And Sam Howell misses Chase Claypool that time. Be 3rd down.
That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Howell.
And Sam Howell with a terrible pass again, and it's picked off.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
Eddie Jackson ends up picking him off. That wasn't even fucking close.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game.
Okay.
They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
1st and 10, and Eckler swallowed up again. Jonathan Allen and the Bears have another injury.
Well, they come out and take a look at him.
To the bald black guy. I don't know his name.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
Here's Fields.
And Fields with another pass, and this time it's picked off again. Emmanuel Forbes undercuts the route, and we start with great field position yet again.
5-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an
excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown.
All right, let's see if we can actually score points this time. Brian Robinson,
Blanketed the field, going all the way
3.
to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Second down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Howell.
Another. Is it me or was that pass also off target?
Great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Quick pass to Darnell Washington. He's got the first.
And he's going to have the Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Howell.
Terry McLaurin over the middle to the 5.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Brian Robinson to the 1. We're fucking doing it again.
The super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll run with Robinson.
And Brian Robinson finds the crease for the touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
We might have to start putting our backups in.
And that'll
We are up
increase their
31 to
lead
3.
That time a 6-play drive, and it was capped off.
I'll remind you guys that the last time I played, we lost 31 to 8 to the Cowboys. And I didn't score those 8 points until garbage time.
Off it goes.
I think the Bears are just garbage.
At the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
I gotta give the ball to Eckler again. He has 17 carries for 31 yards.
Beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a
2nd 10. This pass is knocked away by Kenneth Murray. 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
3rd and 10. Fields looking to throw, and this pass is behind. I think that was Darnell Mooney. That's going to bring up 4th and 10. Are they going to punt it? I guess they are.
And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against.
Do I put in my backups now? I mean, we're up 31 to 3.
He'll get this away into the icy winter air.
We'll just call for the fair catch here. I think we got to keep our starters out for one more drive.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that
Trap
again.
play. Brian Robinson finds some space. Picks up 9.
He's in sync. Everything is working pretty well for the defense.
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
We're going to go play action.
The play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
Pass was almost picked off.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage.
I think I threw it a little early.
Behind him and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
3rd and inches. Jonathan Tolliver up the middle, and he's got plenty of space. Onto the other side of the field.
And down to the 44. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Little counter run here. Tolliver slips through there and picks up 6.
First down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go play action. Howell.
Terry McLaurin with the catch there and the easy first down.
Going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll get this down to the 32.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Robinson, and Brian Robinson has a lot of room to the outside. To the 14.
Inside the 15. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Russ, we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
Looking in.
Poor accuracy again.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
2nd and 10. Tolliver up the middle. Jonathan Tolliver has the first down to the 3-yard line. And that's how the 3rd quarter will end.
Sets him up 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
You know what? I don't usually call my own plays. We're going to call a screen from the 3-yard line. Just because I feel like it might work.
Now Howell.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
And it did. Jonathan Tolliver receiving touchdown. First of his career, I think.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chicago.
All right, you know what? I'm playing a good chunk of the backups in. You know what? Offense. I'll do offense too. Gardner Minshew will come into the game. We'll go with Chris Rodriguez and Charlie Phillips in the backfield. Terry McLaurin will come out of the game. Give Diami Brown some reps. Maurice Alexander some reps. You know what? We'll give Connor Highsmith some reps on offense too. Why not? Give John Bates some reps at tight end. Some backup offensive linemen in there. Might have to do some brain power here. Have Justin Britt play left guard. Defensively, James Smith-Williams can get all the reps at one end. F.A. Obata at the other. Let's put Matheson and fucking Potato. Leslie Terry can stay in. Get Milo Eifler some reps. Who do I want the other linebacker position? You know what? Starting secondary can stay out there. All right, we're good to go now.
Certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Fields looking to throw, and he throws an incomplete pass. Cole Kmet can't hold on.
That has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fields looking to throw again, and he's going to overthrow his open man. Cliff Greenfield there on the coverage, and it's going to be third down.
It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
We're going to keep sending pressure.
On third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields.
And that's going to be a screen pass thrown into the dirt. Incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss.
They're going to go for it. We're going to blitz again. Why not? We've blitzed him 3 times. He's had trouble against pressure, and he's going to take a shot down the left side, and it's going to be complete. DJ Moore with the completion over Emmanuel Forbes, who apparently lost sight of the football. And the Bears are going to lose yet another offensive lineman.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Fields under pressure, and the pass is incomplete. Another screen pass. 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, Fields.
Fields looking to throw, rolling out, and he's going to take a sack. Kalike Hudson and James Smith-Williams were both there to bring him down, and it's going to be 3rd and 21.
Putting something sustained together.
All right, we won't bring pressure this time.
Responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
3rd and 21. Fields looking, takes another sack. He's out there taking more sacks than Elton John. KJ Henry that time there to bring him down along with someone else, I don't know who. And it is 4th and 28. They're going to go for it. I admire it.
Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
4th and 28. Game on the line here as they're only down by 35 points. And that pass is going to be picked off by Cliff Greenfield again. 0 interceptions in his first 13 games. And now he's got his 2nd in this game. Hang on to both those footballs, kid. All right. Our backup offense still ended up forcing an interception, or backup defense, excuse me. Now our backup offense is going to take the field. Gardner Minshew in at quarterback. And we're going to give this one to Chris Rodriguez. He'll fall forward for about a yard.
And it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders.
We're going to go play action here. We're going to get this pass off to Dyami Brown. And the Bears with another injury, this time to Frankie Louvu. The Bears are having the worst game possible. Not only are they losing by a fuck ton, and have made some embarrassing plays, but they've lost like 4 guys due to injury.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Chris Rodriguez with a carry here, and he's got cutback lane, and Chris Rodriguez with a nice run. He stays on his feet. Chris Rodriguez, one effort down to the 9.
Mark him down at the 9. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way.
Chris Rodriguez again. Pick up a couple.
Down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Minshew.
Gardner Minshew gonna roll out. And he gets absolutely decked. I should have thrown the ball away sooner. I was looking for the big play.
Second goal, last thing you need
All right,
to do
3rd and goal.
backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And that pass is hauled in. What a catch by Dyami Brown. But there's a flag on the play, and this one might be coming back. Oh, that's a shame. Andrew Wiley, the man they just showed celebrating, guilty of the hold. Wow, what a play. That's going to be on, like, that's going to be on some YouTube compilation of great plays that didn't count.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it, Minshew.
We go back to him, and it's incomplete.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete,
all right, we'll kick the field goal.
In this one, it's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like
backup offense has some success driving down the field. Ultimately stalls out in the red zone thanks to a holding penalty by Andrew Wiley. Joey Sly puts one through the uprights. It is 41-3.
Because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit
Honestly,
on
they
this
should
one.
probably
It's a
put their
touchdown.
backup offense out there. I mean,
For this
what's the point?
Chicago offense.
They've lost 4 starters, I think, due to injury. I don't know, maybe some of them have returned to the game, but it's been a disaster.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
And this is a quick pass, and that's going to be complete. Sterling Shepard picks up 11. We have our starting secondary in there, though, and we've allowed a couple big completions.
There's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now. And all they can control.
And they're going to swing that one out to Eckler, and he's going to get tackled for a loss. How did we just gain full momentum? We are up 41-3. I mean, I don't think we need it. Did we lose? I wasn't paying attention. Did we lose momentum after giving up a first down when we're up 41-3?
The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments.
This is going to be a draw play to Eckler. Pick up 6, and it'll be 3rd and 5.
Two for a gain of about 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Fields now to throw.
Fields looking to throw, and it's a screen pass, and it's complete to Eckler, and he will pick up the 1st.
Not before he does pick up the 1st. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them.
1st and 10, and that's going to be a pass wide of the mark. Looking for Cole Kmet. We're doing nothing but blitzing. And I am not sorry.
No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride too.
2nd down here. Little swing pass out to Eckler, and he is going to be wrapped up for a loss again. He is having the worst game of his life. He should go home and kill himself. Sorry, was that aggressive? Is that too dark for YouTube?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that point, they wound up losing yardage.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for
3rd
10.
and 12.
This is
Fields
3rd down and 12.
looking to throw. He's going to step up, roll to his right, and throw the ball away.
But that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times.
They're going to punt. Okay. What a loser franchise. Fire their head coach.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Washington going to come back.
All right, do I even do anything? I want to give Charlie Phillips a carry.
And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game.
Charlie Phillips with his first carry, and it's going to go backwards for 4 yards.
About finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So still
2-minute warning time.
to go, 2nd down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's
Suppose we'll try to pick up one more
Bears. We
first
welcome you
down.
back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
It's Charlie Phillips again, and Charlie Phillips picks up almost enough for the 1st.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
And that's going to be the game.
It's Phillips, and he's going to have first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
So that's pretty much going to do it.
To roll up their sleeves and show up
It'll be
their
official
biceps,
once
because they're doing
we
exactly what you just described.
take this kneel down, and there we go.
They've got the leverage.
41-3 the final score. We lost 31-8 against the Cowboys last week. So it's not always pretty. But this was an absolutely dominating victory on all fronts.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading
Coach
into the
Moorhead
as this one ends, and understandably
pumped up.
So not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year.
And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
All right, so Sam Howell on the day, 14 of 22, 244 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and that pick was just an ugly interception, a misfire. He had a few of those in this game. Obviously, the stats are pretty good. Definitely, at least partially makes up for his 4 interception game in the last game. On the ground, Brian Robinson ended up out-touching Jonathan Tolliver 14-8 in the ground game. Both had a rushing touchdown. Robinson 14 for 71 and the touchdown. Tolliver 8 for 59 and the touchdown. We had a couple guys, Charlie Phillips and Chris Rodriguez, 3 carries each. Receiving, Terry McLaurin, 4 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown. He is now up over 1,000 yards for the year. Darnell Washington had 3 for 47. Tolliver, 2 for 9, including his first career receiving touchdown. Chase Claypool had a couple for 38. Cole Turner, a couple for 36. Diami Brown had 1 for 17, and Jahan Dotson, 1 catch, but went for 32 yards and a score. Defensively, Cameron Curl, Jonathan Allen, Leslie Terry led the way in tackles with 6 each. TFLs, Jonathan Allen and Leslie Terry with 3 each. James Smith-Williams, Kalike Hudson, Chase Young each with 2. Sacks, 1 for James Smith-Williams, 1 for Jonathan Allen, 1 for Leslie Terry, half a sack for KJ Henry and Kalike Hudson. Interceptions, Cliff Greenfield, 0 interceptions in his career coming into today, has 2 on the day in today's game. Emmanuel Forbes had 1 as well. Forced fumbles, Cliff Greenfield forced 1 out. That was Cliff Greenfield that forced 1 out. I thought it was Jamin Davis. We might have a defensive player of the week candidate right here. Although he made 0 tackles, apparently. 0 tackles, but 2 interceptions and a forced fumble. He didn't end up recovering it, but he forced 3 turnovers. David Mayo also forced 1, I think on special teams. Kenneth Murray ended up recovering that 1 fumble. But yeah, what a game on all fronts. Wasn't perfect, definitely some areas to improve in, but the ground game was solid. Sam Howell was pretty good. He did have a couple misfires that I wasn't happy with, but our backups came in, played admirable in a small sample size, and our defense was absolutely dominating. We actually forced turnovers. We've struggled to get turnovers all year. We've pretty much played bend but don't break defense, but today we were stifling. And it looks like we hit all of our goals this week. That doesn't usually happen. 15 plus first downs, over 300 yards of offense. We allowed well under 20 points, and they didn't have a single touchdown. Got some upgrades here. KJ Henry, depth piece defensive end. Now, KJ Henry earlier in the year was actually getting regular playing time behind Montez Sweat, when Montez Sweat was injured, I should say. Yeah, I'll go speed rusher. Why not? And he actually played pretty well, and I think we had a chance to upgrade him, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and we did upgrade him. He's got star development. Unfortunately, he's a 72 overall, and he's behind Montez Sweat, who we just extended last year. So he's pretty much only going to get reps in a mop-up role. Connor Highsmith has an upgrade. Of course, we're going to upgrade whatever makes him a better kick returner. Playmaker, ball carrier vision, juke move, and broken tackle would be helpful. Don't really care about spectacular catch. Yeah, it's going to be playmaker. What do we get here? +1 ball carrier vision, +1 break tackle, catching traffic, deep route, +2 juke move. Wonder what that makes him in terms of a kick returner. It might not impact anything. Cliff Greenfield has an upgrade. You know, ironically, Cliff Greenfield's better in man coverage, or at least he's higher rated in man than he is in zone. But every time he gets beat, and he has gotten beat at times this year, I feel like it's always in man coverage and not zone. So I think I'm going to just stick with man-to-man here. Boosts him up to an 83 overall temporarily. +1 man coverage, +1 play rec. And Chase Young's got an upgrade. This will boost him to a 90 overall. 92 temporarily with the morale boost. So with that said, he actually unlocks another ability as a superstar X Factor. I might take a look at that off camera. And is the playoff picture updated? Well, if it is updated, we're in the same spot as before. But let's go ahead and advance the week. All right. The Cowboys ended up winning last week, so they are still leading the division. Even if they lost, we would actually still be tied since they beat us a week ago. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a sec. So yeah, as of right now, we're still playing the Falcons if the season were to end today. I'm okay with that, seeing as how we beat them earlier this year. And I can't help but notice that we're going to have to view weekly awards here. And I was right, Cliff Greenfield, Defensive Player of the Week. No tackles, but 2 interceptions and a forced fumble. He forced 3 turnovers, even though he didn't end up recovering it. Now I wonder, I'm curious. Does he get a dev upgrade for that? Probably not, but I am curious. Cliff Greenfield. Nope, he's still got normal dev. But he does get 1,080 XP for being Defensive Player of the Week. And 25 legacy. So yeah, great game from him. All right, and in the next episode, we are going to be taking on the 10-4 Dallas Cowboys, who just bent us over and showed us the 50 states in the last stream. It's going to be the game of the year, game of the season. Hopefully we can come out on top. Hopefully we can take the division and make a run for the playoffs. That's going to do it for today. I'll let you all know when I'm going to stream the next episode. Might stream MLB The Show too. I've been meaning to catch up on Nationals franchise, and it is almost baseball season. I think I'm going to stick with 23 The Show. I'm not going to spend $70 for roster upgrades, or so I can play as a woman in Road to the Show. Well, that's going to be it for me. Peace.